Hey there, gorgeous goddess. We are going to work your core today, and we're going to focus on our passion. So, we all have those deep desires that sit in our belly, and the goddess that represents this divine passion is Pele. So, she's a goddess that represents inner fire, and a representation of her is like a volcano. So, her just in this, sense of fiery inner depths of your passions coming out. So, as we go through this core sequence, you're going to end up really feeling that fire starting to grow within the body. So I want you to think, as you're moving through the practice today, I am a passionate being. And so sometimes we lose our passion. And so this practice is to help you get back to what it is that you're passionate about and kind of burn out any impurities that are in there as you strengthen your core and your back. So the whole time I want you to really kind of focus on that connection of bringing the belly into the back so that you can really strengthen both at the same time, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with our feet flat. And I just want you to kind of rock for a moment, back and forth as you pull your stomach in and up. And really, again, try to find that connection. So almost as if there was no inner space in between the back and the belly. So even though we know this is where all of our really important parts of our body are, all of our organs, we're going to pretend as if they're connected completely. So as you're here, just kind of roll the shoulders down a few times, maybe closing the eyes to just feel a sense of release. So we want to try to move through the practice without putting tension into the upper body, which is something that happens a lot when we do core work, especially if we're holding the head. So really trying to focus today on softening here as you're strengthening here and here. So first we're going to just kind of come back with a light little release down. So pulling the belly in and just again soften the shoulders and even kind of pull them back towards your center of the spine, almost as if you're kind of squeezing a ball in between your shoulder blades, pointing the fingers out. Keep pulling in and up. So you should already really feel work here. Getting that little fire burning. You're definitely going to be maybe burning, so you might be sweating, and that's okay. It's a good thing. We're kind of burning out impurities, again, strengthening, and just connecting with our inner passion. So as you're here, I want you to feel this. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to really breathe in and out through the nose. So just connecting with, I am a passionate being. And take a moment to see what that means for you. What is it that you're passionate about? Have you lost your passion? Do you need to reconnect with what it is that you desire and what you're passionate about? As you're holding here, just thinking of increasing that passion, increasing that desire, really connecting there for a moment. Take one more breath here. If you're shaking, that's good. It just means it's working. And then from here, you're going to straighten your legs out. So flex your feet. Inhale the arms up, big stretch, and exhale as you fold. Let your head just gently hang, and do that again, inhaling all the way up. Exhale as you fold, and then one more here, all the way up. And exhale, fold and release. So just softening at the back. And then slowly allow yourself to kind of round up, roll the shoulders back and down. And then we're going to do something similar. So feet are flat, you're going to lean back. Go ahead and start to pull in and up, almost like you're scooping in and out. So getting deep into the belly, dropping the shoulders again. Try to come back maybe a little further this time. We're just going to swirl. So thinking of going so far back that you can't even reach further. And then other side, so far back, looking at the arm as you go. So you're literally reaching, twisting, as you're staying back. So you're trying to keep that angle in the core where you're leaning back so that you're totally engaged in the stomach as you're just going back and forth, and really use the breath here. So big breath in and out through the nose as you go side to side, really just reaching, stretching, twisting. We're getting all of the stomach muscles here on the side, so getting your oblique muscles, and also imagine as you're twisting, you're really getting all of those organs cleansed out. So you're kind of twisting as you're squishing out any toxins, any impurities. So you definitely want to be breathing because we release our toxins through our breath. So back and forth, just a couple more here. If it's really hard, sit up higher. So the higher you are, the less work. The deeper back, the more work. Let's do one more here. And then go ahead and take the hands forward again. Legs out, inhale, stretch up, and exhale, fold. This time, just let your hands rest where you can drop your shoulders. Take in 3 deep breaths here. Just feel the belly just releasing. So you're letting it kind of fall forward, getting a little release there. One more breath. Letting the breath just feed you and release any tension. And then go ahead and slowly uncurl. And we're going to roll the shoulders down and come out to hands and knees. So we're going to do variations of plank. Plank is one of the best core exercises. Again, it strengthens your stomach and your back. So I want you to think when you're doing this to really keep that connection so it's connected front and back of the body. And there's different variations. So one is just to be where shoulders and wrists are right in line, and you're here with a nice solid line of energy. So from the head through the feet. So you feel like you're almost engaging your shoulders down the back as you pull the belly in and up. If this is too much for you, you're going to feel it in your core, even if your knees are down. So ideally, you want to be up, but if you're here, that's okay. You're still using your core to kind of hold you really still. So all we're going to do is hold and breathe. If you need to close the eyes to, again, really go inward, just use the breath. Again, deep breath in and out through the nose. Always working the core is working the back, so strengthening both. And really feel that connection there. Feel that idea of being passionate, really working with that inner passion, that place, the belly area, the sacral chakra region that houses your desires, and also our femininity. So thinking of really connecting with our divine feminine while we're here, the lowest part of the body in the pelvis region. And then release the knees down, and you're going to stretch. So we're going to take the hands out, and you're just going to release heart to the earth and gently go back and forth. So you're just letting your hips sway as you're stretching the upper back and looking forward if you'd like. If your chin touches, go ahead and let it come down. Take a nice deep breath, letting the belly fall forward. And then coming back up. So we're going to do the same thing, just kind of adding on here. So we're coming back to your plank. Again, whichever variation works. If you're here and it becomes too much, just put the knees down, still pulling the stomach in and up. So you want to feel like you're almost pulling in from every direction. So from under the hip, in, from up above, down and in. So everything's coming right into the very center of the core. So come into whichever variation of plank. And this time we're going to add some movement. So all you're going to do is come to the toes, and then you're going to push through the heels. So it's like you're sliding back and forth, not moving up and down, just a really, really light back and forth motion, feeling all of the muscles working, maybe building up that heat. Again, think of that heat burning out impurities as it's strengthening. Also, obviously, you're using your upper body here, so building upper body strength. And then last one here. And then come down. Same thing. So hands out. Stretch the upper back. Let the belly hang and breathe. 3 deep breaths. And then one more nice full breath. And then slowly come up again. So this time we're going to go ahead and add on. So we're going to go up onto the knees. And if you need to add any cushion, sometimes I'll roll my mat up. This is a really nice way to just get a little bit of extra cushion under the knees. So I want you to sit up really tall in the front of the body. So you should almost feel a little stretch in the front of the thighs here. And what we're going to do is arms are going to be really wide. You're going to go side to side. So when you're coming to the side, I really want you to cut this front arm across the body. So you're going to go deep into the obliques. You're going to be pulling as you exhale out, and then as you inhale, you're going to open back up. Okay, so it looks like this. We're here as we inhale. As you exhale, you lean, you cut that arm across, go deep into the side, and then inhale, stretch, and exhale, reach. Inhale, open, exhale, reach. So back and forth, really using the breath, really deep. Again, cutting across to really go deep into the side obliques there. Getting that nice stretch when you inhale and that deep contraction when you exhale. Should feel really good on both sides here. Really getting the length when you get the arms nice and open. So you're also stretching and opening the front of the body for the day. and really toning the core and also the back. Let's do last round here. Other side. And then come up, and we're gonna stretch, so taking hands back and release. If you can lift up, if you can look up, just breathing here. And then just letting chin kind of fall down, so towards the chest, and then the arms are resting, and you're just gonna do a little shoulder roll side to side. So again, trying to keep any tension out of the neck and the shoulders. Deep, deep breath here. And then go ahead and come back to seated. So we're gonna do a variation of boat pose here. So if you're sweating, that's good. You're burning out those impurities, toning up. And I really want you to use this boat pose to, again, find that inner passion. So maybe, again, connecting with what it is that you desire, what you're passionate about in your life, that you want to kind of bring in or maybe reconnect with to be more motivated again. So go ahead and take the legs together, and you're actually going to press them together. So think of the action of pushing them in to pull the belly in and up. So as you're pushing in, you're kind of engaging the core here, starting to lean back again. We're doing a variation of boat pose. So we're going to first flex your feet, and then you're just going to lift to wherever is comfortable. So if you want to stay here, this is a boat pose version. Okay, arms are forward. It's kind of like what we did earlier, just holding. If you want to go into fuller boat pose, you're going to lift. So think of shins starting out parallel, and then arms, again, shoulders open, arms forward, palms can go up, and the more open, you see me shaking, that you take them, the deeper the work. So just breathing here. Again, if you need to close the eyes, you can close the eyes and breathe. If you want to go really far, you can push the legs out, you can lean further back, you can lift the arms up. This again is super challenging, so breathing, enjoying that shaking. That means you're doing the work. It means your body is progressing. One more breath here. And then go ahead and extend the feet out again. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, fold and release, let the head hang. One deep breath here. And then you're just gonna kind of roll up. We're gonna go scooting forward so we come down. So you can just use your core, or you can come to the elbows, however you wanna lower it onto the mat. Just coming down really gently and slowly until your back is flat. And you really do wanna feel like you're letting your whole upper body just rest. So I like to take my feet in and then kind of lift and almost tuck under and then lower, so that everything is just coming nice and flat down. So think of the top of the belly just resting down into the back. So from here, we're gonna take your feet and legs up. You're gonna go ahead and crisscross your right over your left. And if you can wrap your foot around your shin there, your calf, you can. If not, you can just stay here. So this is almost a variation of eagle pose. You're gonna take your arms up, take right under left, and you do the same, the wrapping. Or if you can't, you're just gonna do back-to-back palms. Okay, so you're here. So on the inhale, you're coming all the way out. And as you exhale, you're just kind of pulling in and up. All of the front of the body comes together, so as close as you can get. And then you're doing that again. You're inhaling out, and you're exhaling up. You're going to do one more here. Exhale fully and slowly all the way together. And then you're just going to switch. So coming out, release your arms and just let them go about diagonal, about 45 degrees. Take your feet down, and then I want you to arch so that you're literally stretching your belly out for a moment. So feeling like you have almost like a little ball, a little half moon behind you. You're just kind of pushing and arching. And then you're going to release down, lift the pelvis back up to drop back onto the mat, so you're super flat here again. This time we're using the core, slowly pulling up. You're crossing left over right this time. And then arms up, left under right. And same thing here. So on the inhale, you're extending everything away. And as you exhale, you're pulling really close in and up. And again, opening on the inhale. Exhale, pull everything together. And then last one here, all the way out. And exhale, everything comes together. And then just release. So again, you're gonna let your arms go down, 45 degrees, feet go down. And then I want you to take your feet a little further this time and just sway back and forth. So you're just letting your belly just kind of hang and let everything kind of stretch side to side as you let your legs kind of flow back and forth. Just getting a nice release as you're breathing. And then we'll do one more posture here. So this last one is really simple but super effective. You're just going to use your legs to work your core. So every time that we actually lift our legs, we're using our core. So think of that through the day. So as you're here, I want you to close your eyes and really, again, get back into the idea of being a passionate being, okay? So really connecting with your passion, your desires. And so taking your hands flat, you're gonna lift your legs about 90 degrees. Now, if it's too much, you can have them closer. So if you have low back issues, the closer they are, the better. The further away, the harder, okay? The straighter, the harder. So we're gonna keep them pretty bent though. So as you're here, I already feel like everything is, again, coming in and together. So you're pulling it in and pulling it down. Hands are down, shoulders and neck are soft, and we're pointing the feet, and you're just gonna slowly take the right leg down, and then you're gonna slide it away, and then you're gonna slide, and then you're gonna lift up. Okay, so it's down with the left, and then slide away, and then slide in, and then up. Okay, so these are really slow and controlled. Down, slide away, slide in, and lift up. And as you do this, if you notice that your stomach starts going up and out, really again try to pull in and down, and maybe just do less. So maybe you don't even do sliding away, maybe you just go down and up. Okay, so really just work with your own body, honoring your body. Again, if it's good for you, closing the eyes to really tune into the feeling, tune into what's working as you go back and forth. So we'll do this round and then one more. So I really want you to, again, focus on that inner passion, your desires, really just almost like you're feeding and fueling them here through this practice as you burn out anything unnecessary, any negativity, any impurities, any toxic buildup. Last side here, all the way out, and then back and up. And then just pull your knees in. You're gonna just hug yourself here. So just really pulling in to lighten the back. Gently even rock if it feels comfortable, side to side. So you're just getting that nice release in the back, releasing side to side. And then we'll stretch. So however you wanna come up, sometimes I'll just lift and kind of roll all the way up so that I can come to my seat. And we're gonna stretch out the belly here. So you're gonna start by going crisscross legs, just so that you can kind of release into your pelvis again. And then go ahead and inhale the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, you're gonna reach to the side. And I really want you to reach, so feeling this whole side body stretching. And then you're almost opening back. So use your bottom hand to press down as you open. Just stretch and let the belly really fall out. So again, you did that work. This is just to open. And then we're gonna go other side. So reaching over, finding that length first. Nice big breath here. And then reaching and opening up. Letting the belly expand as you breathe, so enjoying the breath. And then go ahead and just stretch back up. Both arms are gonna lift, and I want you to really think of just, again, letting everything just kind of fall forward as you open here. Close the eyes, press your palms together, bring them down to your heart center. Ending your practice, reminding yourself, I am a passionate being, to take you through the rest of the day. Namaste.